Hi and welcome back. And as you can see, the lovely Heather has rejoined us. And in this game of harness racing, there is all kinds of equipment. There's plethoras and myriads and all kinds. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Okay. And there's one piece of equipment that you will never see me wearing on the set, and that is a blinker that will prohibit me from seeing Heather, because there's no way I'm going there. Even though Bruce Casella has suggested at times that I wear a blinker. You know?
Yes, that's right. Our producer has, I think.
Okay, so we're going to go down to Sonny the Paddock Judge, and Sonny's going to be with somebody who will explain to you why, in fact, horses wear blinkers.
I'm here today with Darrell Beer, trainer driver here at Harrahs Chester. He's going to tell us about a piece of equipment that makes a horse win, a hood or blinkers as they call it.
Well, what we have here is a blinker hood. This is an aggressive piece of equipment for a racehorse. If you see this on the horse, most likely the horse is going to leave the gate or go to the lead. This is something that actually makes the horse pay more attention and be on his game. And what we have here, this would be called an ear hood. This does the complete opposite. It won't stop a horse from being aggressive, but it calms the horse down. It muffles the sound. It'll help the horse to relax, so you'll have more control of the animal.
Okay, thanks, Darrell. I'm Sonny the Paddock Judge. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Sonny. Well, on Sunday's Harrah's card, amazingly, we've already seen 2 dead heats. But as we all know, things happen in
threes.
Thank you. Will it happen again?
And here, keep your eye on Pacific Haas. Now, he's been hitting the board his past 4 starts here at Chester, but just not getting the job done, maybe this time. And Anglebrook is inching in on $500,000.
Dollars Bromac leads by a length and 3/4, tracked by Beware of Darkness, and Pacific Haas continues just off these. MJ Buddha Baby is a patient 4th, 5 from the front. Southern Miles comes to the outside and will be followed by Anglebrook, now a joint last with Your Jokin'. They're covered by 6.5, and Dollars Bromac is halfway home in 55-3. Up the backstretch, it's Dollars Bromac. Now just 3 parts of a length the leader. Southern Miles is applying pressure. Southern Miles sticks a nose in front with just over 3/8 to travel. Beware of Darkness is drafting with cover. So is Anglebrook. Pacific Haas is jammed in. 2.5 lengths off Southern Miles. He is buried at the cones, and so is MJ Buddha Baby, who's dropped back to last, overtaken by Your Jokin' on the outside. Into the far turn, it's Southern Miles, the head in front from between rivals. Beware of Darkness is 3 wide and pressing on. Dollars Bromac won't give in. 3/4 in, 124 even. They turn for home. Southern Miles still a half length in front between horses. Beware of Darkness to his outside is driving. Dollars Bromac is trying to re-rally. Pacific Haas moves to the open stretch. MJ Buddha Baby's crying out for room. A 16th to go, and it's Pacific Haas. Anglebrook down the center. Anglebrook, Pacific Haas. Here's the line. Photo finish.
Okay, do you know who won?
Probably a couple of horses, or at least one.
Yes, Pacific Haas wins with
Is that Pacific Haas Cartwright?
Yeah.
Oh,
and Little
okay.
Joe is in there somewhere, too. So Pacific Haas wins with the Flying Frenchman, Dan Dube, and also Anglebrook with George Napolitano. Could not be separated at the wire. Both winners in 154-2, and we spoke with George Napolitano earlier about being in a dead heater, also about the great meet he's having.
Okay, George, we just saw you in a dead heat. Now, when you cross the wire in a race like that, are you looking at the other driver and you're like, wait, did you win? Did I win? Who won?
No, it was just, it's just kind of, it was so close, we really have no idea, and yeah, it's kind of funny when it's a dead heat like that, because either driver don't want to go back to the winner's circle, because you don't know, and you're waiting for the number to come up. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You don't see too many of them, but anytime you could share a win in harness game, man, it's great.
You're having an awesome meet, and you're not doing too shabby at Pocono Downs either. Tell me, what's the secret?
Yeah, I just believe God's putting the blessings on me, man, and if I just keep faithful and doing the right thing, it's just amazing. I can't even believe it sometimes. But yeah, I'm driving some really great trainers, Kenny Rucker, Lou Pena, Conway Fusco, and a lot of the Delaware guys, and I'm just getting some really, really good drives, and it's just working out great. Thank
you, George, and congratulations on a terrific meet you're having. And now we go to Harrahs Chester for the Open Handicap Trot, and with that, here's Heather.
All right, let's check it out. Lolique's the favorite here, with very good reason. This horse is a monster. Big Boy Lloyd beat Lolique last time out, and then Sunland Dakota also won in his most recent effort, and it was no shocker that Lolique earns his 11th win of the year. Trots in 156 and 1 for Her the Mile with PT3 and trained by John Wagner. Big Boy Lloyd did the work on the front to take second, and Chosen Voyager was third.
I wish I owned Lily, don't you? I mean, talk about
Yeah,
a
that'd be
cash
nice.
cow, my God. Okay, when we come back, we're going to go out to the Around the Oval segment of our show, and we're going to check out the jugs. There were two of them, the Jugette and the Little Brown Jug, or as we call it here, because we're inside, LBJ. So don't you dare go away. Hello and welcome back, and boy, this is exciting, because every year, what's great about the Little Brown Jug and Delaware, Ohio, and the fair out there is you get to see multitudes, legions of harness racing fans in the stands.
Oh, tens of thousands.
Oh, it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
And we're going to take a look at the two limbs, and then we're going to see the jug final. In the first limb, Mr. Wiggles was the 2-to-1 favorite. Keep It Real and Campbell 5-2 second choice. But in the end, the Bionic Man, Tim Tetrick, gave Usual People, If I Can Dream, a dream trip from the racing gods. A second ever trip, he got up and won the first jug limb in 1:52 flat. In the second limb, this is really amazing. Vintage Master went off at even money, and Well Said, the multimillionaire, went off at 2-to-1. That's one of those, you just take the money, please, okay? And in the end, Well Said was a monster, got a great trip behind Vintage Master, got up and won in 1:51 and 1, and he was a monster at 2-to-1.
Yes.
And that brings us to the final.
The final.
Well, didn't have to be the final, because if somebody beside Well Said or If I Can Dream would have won the next heat, there would have been, the three of them would have come back for a final heat in the last race of the day.
Right. A horse has to win 2 heats in one day to be, crowned the jug champion.
Exactly. Okay, so what happened was, in the next race, the fans, the betting public is very fickle, of course, and Well Said it went off at 2-to-1, suddenly went off at 1-to-5. And Vintage Master, who was even money, went off at 8-to-1. If I Can Dream was 5-to-1. It was an exciting heat, and with the call, here's Roger Houston.
If I Can Dream. Up on the outside, Mr. Wiggles second. Halfway home, 56-3. River Shark racing third. Well Said fourth on the outside as they race to the backside. Up the inside fifth. Carnivore straight shooting sixth. Racing seventh. Vintage Master and trailing the field. Sheer Desire. Down the backside they go. Well Said goes 3 wide on the outside for Ron Pierce. And going after the leader, If I Can Dream. This is the battle we've waited for. 124-2, 27-4. If I Can Dream. Well Said on the outside. Racing third. River Shark straight shooting on the outside. If I Can Dream. Well Said on the outside. Down the stretch. Well Said. If I Can Dream. Well Said on the outside. If I Can Dream. Well Said wins the Little Brown Jug.
Well, this time it was essentially a match race between Well Said and If I Can Dream. Well Said came first up and wore him down at the end, winning the jug by a length in 1:51 and 4. Last quarter, 27-4, and Well Said is the jug champion. Now for the female counterpart, the Jugette, and with that, here's Heather.
That's right. I'm going to tell you about the top 2 competitors in here. It's Show Her the Money, who is the favorite. She's going to be hard to beat. Actually, in her elimination, she went off stride in the beginning of the race, and she still won her elimination. So also there's Ginger and Fred. She won her elimination, so let's see who wins the final.
Show Her the Money with the lead. On the outside, Kiss Me Kate second. Ginger and Fred need some racing room. Outside, Spatial Sweetheart. Into the stretch they come. Show Her the Money. Ginger and Fred. Kiss Me Kate. It's all over. Show Her the Money wins the Jugette.
Show Her the Money gets the biggest piece of the purse, wins in 1:53 flat with Jim Morrell Jr. in the bike. Ginger and Fred did come home the fastest, but just could not get there. Third went to Kiss Me Kate.
Good job, and we're out of time, darling.
Oh.
So until next week at this time, remember that money won is better than money earned. So come on out to Mohegan, Pocono Downs, or Harrahs Chester, and bet some, part with some. You'll make some money. Until next week, take care.